with this session, viewers. We will be doing sequence and series, but we shall start with sequence first, and then later series will have it in another video. So we need to understand what sequences are. So basically they are just numbers or expression in a row that make up sum of a pattern. For example, we can pick Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up to Friday, because it is a sequence that represents the days of the week. And you realize that each of these numbers or expressions are called terms or elements of the sequence. So in short, sequences are the list of these items separated by commas. While on the other hand, if I can just allude to what series are the sum of the terms of a sequence. So let's get started on the arithmetic progression. Now we have, it is also called the arithmetic sequence or the progression. So number one, tell whether the sequence is arithmetic. So we have part A and part B. We want to see which one is arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression and which one is not, and even the reasons. So solution for part A: find the differences of the consecutive terms, because we need to get the difference. Remember, arithmetic progression is being known by the common difference. So we are going to find the difference of each term. So in part A we have the terms. We have -4, 1, 6, 11 and 16. And if you find the difference, we get, of course, we are going to take 1 minus 4, and then the difference there is 5. And another one, we have 11 and 6, so we need to find the difference. 1 and 6, so it is 6 minus 1, that is 5. Then the other part is 11 minus 6, you get 5 again. And lastly, 16 minus 11, you get 5 too. So in short, what we are doing here, we are taking a 2, the second term minus the first term, and the other one, the other term ahead, also minus the one preceding. So that one you get the difference, which is common, and that's why we call it a common difference. So if it gives us a common difference, that means it meets the threshold to be a sequence. The other part B, we'll still do the same. 2, or rather the second term minus the first term, and so on. So we have the sequence itself. We have 3, 5, 9, 15 and 23. We need to prove for the common difference that makes it to be arithmetic progression. So we have 5 minus 3, we get 2, and the other one will be 9 minus 5, we get 4. The other one is 15 minus 9, you get 6, and lastly is 23 minus 15, which is 8. So you realize that these differences are not really common. So that means the sequence itself is not arithmetic progression because of the difference which is not common. So the answers, each difference is 5, that is in part A. So the sequence is arithmetic. And in the second part, part B, we had that the differences are not constant, so the sequence is not arithmetic. Remember, here we're working on the common difference. So number 2, tell whether the sequence 17, 14, 11, 8 and 5 is arithmetic. We still use the same process where we need to explain why or why not the sequence is not arithmetic. Okay, so starting with part A, of course, if we find the difference, we get 14 minus 17, that will get us -3. then 11 minus 14, the same, negative 3. So you find out that all through when you subtract, the difference will still be the same, and it is common, meaning it is a constant. So we want to move to the nth term of an arithmetic sequence or progression. How to find the nth term of arithmetic progression. And we start with the question, write a rule. Of course, the rule there is for the nth term of the sequence. So we are going to write a rule for the nth term of the sequence, and then find the 15th term. The 15th term after we have found out the first term and the common difference, then we can be able to write the nth term, after which we will be able to find the 15th term. So starting with part A, we have this solution. The sequence is arithmetic with the first term, which is 4. First term, of course, the number that is starting, that is 4. The common difference is the difference between the second minus the first, rather the second and the first, and as it continues. So we have 9 minus 4, you get the difference. We are looking for the difference. So 9 minus 4 is 5, 14 minus 9 is 5 again, 19 minus 14, the same, 5. So that means it is a common difference of 5. So with that information, we can now write down the rule, the nth term, which really constitute the first term and the common difference. And so we will say the general format is a plus n minus 1 into bracket d. So that means if you are looking for the 15th term, then of course it will be the first term, which is a, plus n, which in this case it is 15th term, so it will be 15 minus 1, and then to bracket d. So in general it's going to be a plus 14d. That is if we are looking for 15th term. So our nth term is a plus n minus 1 into bracket d. But now we have the first term and the common difference, so we just substitute. So we have 4 into n minus 1 into bracket 5, where 5 is the common difference. Then we can simplify our work. So we shall have negative 1 plus 5n. That is the nth term. And we are looking for the 15th term, so that means n is going to be 15. So we just do the substitution to find the 15th term to be 74. So in that case, in part A, the nth term is found to be negative 1 plus 5n, and then the 15th term is 74. Moving to part B, the sequence is arithmetic with the first term 60, and the common difference, of course, we do the subtraction. It is 52 minus 60, that is negative 8. 44 minus 52, that is negative 8 again. 36 minus 44, still negative 8. So we can table down the nth term, and we have a plus n minus 1 into d. But now we are going to substitute for the first term and the common difference, and so after which we shall simplify. So we have 60 into n minus 1 into multiply by negative 8, which is our common difference. So from there we do the simplification, where we have now 68 minus 8n. Then now with this information, we can now find the 15th term, having the nth term. So our 15th term is 68 minus 8 into 15. And that one, if you work it out on your calculator, you will find negative 52. So that is the 15th term. Now let's move to finding the nth term given a term and the common difference. We want to look at a situation whereby a term is given I'm not talking about this first term. Okay, it can be a first term, or in this case it will be any term, and the common difference is provided. And now we are being asked to find the nth term of that sequence. So one term, of course, in this case it is the 19th term of arithmetic sequence is 48, and the common difference is 3. Write down the nth term. That is our question, and we need to find solution for that. And so we use the general rule to find the first term. Of course, the first term, it's going to be first term, I mean the nth term, that is a plus n minus 1 into bracket d. And remember, it was 19th term, so 19th term, that means we are going to we write the general rule for that. When we have the nth term, we can write down the 19th term, that is a plus 18d. So we will be doing substitution because we have a, because we don't have the first term, neither do we have the common difference. So what we have is a plus into bracket n, the value of n is 19, because those are the number of terms. So 19 minus 1 into bracket d, but the 19th term is equivalent to 48. So we substitute that to get an equation. So we shall have 48 minus 48 is equal to a plus, this is 54. Yeah, we were given the common difference. Which is 3. So finding the first term is going to be easy. So you solve for a, and we find out that a is negative 6. So therefore we can come up with the nth term, which is a into a plus n minus 1 into bracket d. But now we can substitute, and therefore our nth term is, after simplifying, we have negative 9 plus 3n. That is our nth term. And so we were asked to find the nth term. So I think this is the answer regarding that case. Well, let's move to another concept. Writing a rule given 2 terms. We want now to write the nth term when we are provided, given the 2 terms. Let's be guided by this question. The 2 terms of an arithmetic sequence are, we have the 8th term, which is given by 21. 8th term is equal to 21, and the 27th term is equal to 97. So find the rule for the nth term. In other words, just write down the nth term. So here we are going to form 2 equations, because when we have the 8th term being equated to 21, that means we have a plus 7d is equal to 21. That is an equation, the first equation, of course. And then we need to also find the equation for the other one. So step number 1, write a system of equations using the nth term, that is a plus into bracket n minus 1 into d, and substituting 27, because that is when we have the 27 terms, when n is equal to 27, to form one equation. And the other one you substitute when n is equal to 8 to form the second part of the equation, before you decide on the, of course you are going to have simultaneous equation, which you will solve using any of the method. Could be elimination method, substitution, or whichever. So the first part is a plus 27. A plus 27 minus 1 is equal to 97. So we have a plus 26d is equal to 97. That is the first part. which gives us the equation 1. The second part, we have a plus into 8 minus 1 bracket into d, and that one, if you simplify, you get a plus 7d is equal to 21. So these are simultaneous equations which we can solve by elimination. We can solve by elimination so that we eliminate a, and now in step number 2 we are going to find, through elimination we will get the value of d, after which we can substitute in any of the above equations to find the value of a. Then we'll come and write down the nth term having the real values of a and d. So we have 76 is equal to 19d. That means the value of d is 4. Now we can substitute in equation 1 so that we get the first term, that is the value of a. And now we have it that a is equal to -7 and d is equal to 4. So with that information, we can now write a rule for the nth term, and that brings us to step number 3. So we have a plus n minus 1 bracket d, that is the general rule. And now we have the nth term to be, after simplifying, we have the nth term to be -11 plus 4n. That is our nth term. So this is the end of this lesson. Remember to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.